what's up? It's Wick for WickieMedia Tutorials, and today we're going to take a look at LittleLabs VOG, or the Voice of God, which is a UAD-powered plugin by Universal Audio. The VOG plugin is modeled to sound exactly like the original hardware, but it does have the addition of a stereo version as well as a original monophonic version. The VOG is a bass resonance tool which can be really ideal for mixing. It can be used on a number of tracks, including bass, kick drums, toms, and of course vocals as well. The VOG only has a few controls, making it a really simple plugin to work with. So let's check out what the functions and controls are. On top we can find the amplitude and the frequency knobs. The amplitude and the frequency control both range from 0 to 10, but these are arbitrary controls and they do not reflect any particular dB or frequency. Increasing the amplitude increases the amount of the effect. We're basically boosting the lower frequencies, which we can select with the frequency knob below. Below that we can find our two center switches. And these switches set the active center frequency of the effect. So with these two buttons we can select the frequency range of the frequency knob just above it. So with the combination between these two buttons and the frequency knob, we can select a frequency anywhere between 18 or 306 Hz. Everything below the frequency that we have selected is being cut off with a high-pass filter with a 24 dB per octave slope. So this is automatically removing all that mud in the low end that we don't need. With the flat switch below we can bypass the EQ circuitry, and this allows us to compare the before and after of the effect. It still emulates the signal going through the hardware even if it's in bypass, so it still gives a little bit of harmonic distortion, and it still uses some DSP as well. On the right we can find a power switch, which is a true plug-in bypass control, so when this is set to off, the whole emulation processing is disabled. So let's take a listen at how the VOG actually sounds. So here I've got a project loaded up with the LittleLabs Voice of God inserted on this vocal track that I've just recorded, and I'm going to turn it on to bypass. So I'm going to try out the VOG with my voice right now, so I should be sounding like God. So I'm going to turn it on right now. The two are selected with the red button, meaning this is the highest frequency range that we have. So I'm going to try out the VOG with my voice right now, so I should be sounding like God. So you can hear this is around that 300 or 400 Hertz. So I'm going to try out the VOG. Sounds really boxy, but when we go lower. So I'm going to try out the VOG with my voice right now, so I should be sounding like God. So I'm going to try out the VOG with my voice right now. So you can really hear how much of that fullness and that really bottom end it's giving to this vocal. So I'm going to try out the VOG with my... The amplitude is all the way up, so it's a really drastic effect like that, but... So I'm going to try out the VOG with my voice right now. So I'm going to try out the VOG with my voice right now, so I should be sounding like God. So you can hear, even if I just decrease that like halfway, how much, well, impact that it can have. You kind of like miss it when it's gone. So I'm going to try out the VOG with my voice right now, so I should be sounding like... It sounds a lot thinner when I turn it off. If we want a different frequency range, we can select these knobs, and now we've got a different frequency range for this knob. So whenever we have a frequency selected, let's try that high one. So I'm going to try out the VOG with my voice right now, and I'm going to boost it all the way so we can really hear that. So I'm going to try out the VOG with a different center frequency. So I'm going to try out the VOG with... You can hear now it's a completely different frequency than we just had. So now the range of this knob is different. So I'm going to try out the VOG with my voice right now, so I should be sounding like God. Well, that's that. Let's try it on a kick drum recording. Let me turn it on bypass for now. Let's use a different frequency. You can hear how much impact it has, even when we insert it just on the whole group. So it is actually affecting all of the lower content that we have in this track. So if there's some lower frequencies on the snare track, we're boosting those as well. So normally you might want to do this just on a single track, but I wanted to demonstrate the stereo version on a whole group of drums so you can hear the impact that it has. And that is huge. So yeah, as you can see, it's really straightforward. We got two knobs to select the frequency range for this knob. Then we've got the amplitude. We've got a bypass switch, which does use some DSP because we're still running through that electronics when it's in bypass. And we've got this whole bypass switch for the whole plugin, and that's it. So it's a really straightforward but really good sounding plugin. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick walkthrough of the Voice of God by Universal Audio. If you're interested, you should check out some more of the Universal Audio walkthroughs that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to check out some of my other tutorials as well. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. Peace!